is Tejasri Kosbe, lecturer from Praveen Patil Polytechnic, Bhayandar. My topic is Fundamentals of Measurement, Learning Outcomes. At the end of the video, you will learn about what is measurement, what is standard, and types of instruments. So first is what is measurement. The measurement of a given quantity is the result of comparison between quantity to be measured and a definite standard. So basically, measurement is a process of comparison between the quantity to be measured and standard. The instruments which are used for such measurements are called measuring instruments. The instruments which measures the current flowing in the circuit is called ammeter, while the instruments which measures the voltage across any 2 points of a circuit is called voltmeter. So ammeter and voltmeter are the examples of electrical instruments which are used for measurement purpose. To understand the definition of measurement, I have added one image of weighing scale, which you can see in any shop. So if we want 1 kg of sugar, the shopkeeper adds that sugar in this pot, and he kept 1 kg of weight on the other side of the weighing scale. So when this balance the weight of the sugar, then he will give you 1 kg of sugar. So he also doing the measurement process. He also compares the weight, that is the standard, with the unknown quantity, that is sugar. Next is significance of measurement. Why we need measurement process? So first is the in-depth knowledge of any parameter can be easily understood by the measurement, and further modifications can also be done. So parameters means any current, voltage, power. So these are the parameters. So if we want to know the in-depth knowledge of that parameter, that particular parameter, so we actually want that measurement process. So we can modify it further. Next, measuring is basically used to monitor a process or operation as well as for control. So measuring is also done to monitor a process or operation and for controlling purpose. The primary purpose of measurement in process industries and industrial manufacturing is to aid in the economics of industrial operation by improving product quality and efficiency. So basically, measurement is done to improve the product quality and efficiency in industries. Through measurement process, unknown quantity is compared with predetermined standard values, and one can convert physical parameter to meaningful quantity. So measurement basically done to measure the unknown quantity, and we can give it to this unknown quantity, convert it into meaningful quantity. Then what is standard? In order that the investigators in different parts of the country and different parts of world may compare the result of their experiments on a consistent basis, it is necessary to establish certain standard units of length, weight, time, temperature, and electrical quantities. So the standard have also units, that is, if length have unit, that is centimeter, meter, weight kg, time is in seconds. So standard has some units. The National Bureau of Standard has the primary responsibility for maintaining this standard in the United States. So in United States there is a National Bureau of Standard which is responsible for maintaining standard in US. In India, Indian Standard Institute ISI New Delhi has taken the responsibility for maintaining all the standard measurements. So in India there is Indian Standard Institute, which is also called as ISI. To monitor the standard of measurements, the same institute issues instructions to put ISI mark on measuring instruments and items so that these may be compared with non-standard ones. So Indian institutes is very important, which actually, if we want some instrument and if it has a ISI mark on that, then we will consider it as a best quality product, and we can compare it with other non-standard one also. Next is classification of standard. The standards of measurements are very useful for calibration of measuring instruments. So standards are really important for calibration process. They help in minimizing the error in the measurement systems. On the basis of the accuracy of measurement, the standard can be classified as primary standards and secondary standard. So basically, standard is classified as primary standards and secondary standard. So first is primary standard. A primary standard quantity will have only one value and it is fixed. An instrument which is used to measure the value of primary standard quantity is called primary standard instrument. So the instrument which you use for measure the primary standard quantity is known as primary standard instrument. It gives the accurate value of the quantity being measured, so it has high accuracy. No pre-calibration is required for this instrument. So this instrument does not require any calibration process. So what is calibration? Calibration is the process for finding out the error by comparing the unknown quantity with some standard. It is used to calibrate the instruments having less accuracy. By comparing the reading of the two instruments, the accuracy of the second instruments can be determined. Next, secondary standard. The value of the secondary standard quantity is less accurate than primary standard one. So as compared to primary standard, it has less accuracy. It is obtained by comparing with primary standard. So basically, secondary standard is compared with the primary standard. For measurement of a quantity using secondary standard instrument, pre-calibration is required. So pre-calibration is necessary for secondary standard, and to calibrate the secondary standard we use primary standard instruments. Without calibration, the result given by this instrument is meaningless. Calibration of secondary standard is made by comparing the results with the primary standard instrument or with instruments having high accuracy or with a known input source. So calibration of secondary standard is done by primary standard. In practical fields, secondary standard instruments and devices are widely used. So basically, secondary standard instruments are practically used instruments. Using calibration charts, the errors in the measurement of these devices can be reduced. Next is classification of instruments. Basically, there are three types of measuring instruments, and they are electrical measuring instruments, mechanical measuring instruments, and third is electronic measuring instruments. First is mechanical instruments. So what are the mechanical instruments? They are very reliable for static and stable conditions. So mainly mechanical instruments are only we can use it for static condition. They are not suitable for dynamic or varying conditions. The disadvantage is that they are unable to respond rapidly to measurement of dynamic and transient conditions. So they cannot use for dynamic conditions. And the example of mechanical instrument is vernier caliper. Second, electrical instrument. So electrical methods of indicating the output of detectors are more rapid than mechanical methods. So they give response in less time as compared to mechanical instruments. The electrical system normally depends upon a mechanical meter moment as indicating device. So electrical instruments has also pointer which is also moving. So basically electrical instruments for indicating purpose they depend on mechanical meter. So the example of electrical instruments is ammeter, and voltmeter. Third is electronic instruments. These instruments has very fast response. For example, a cathode ray oscilloscope, that is CRO, is capable to follow dynamic and transient changes of the order of few nanoseconds. So electronic instruments are give very fast response and they have electronic components in it. So as compared to electrical instruments, they are very fast in giving the response. Next is absolute instrument. So instruments are also classified as absolute instrument and secondary instruments. So first is absolute instrument. These instruments give output in terms of physical constant of the instrument. So they give reading in terms of physical constant. So physical constant means they give reading in deflection. Okay. For example, Rayleigh's current balance and tangent galvanometer are absolute instrument. So tangent galvanometer, here we can see the image of tangent galvanometer, which is used to measure the small current, but it cannot give current in direct, that is in ampere. It gives you reading in deflection, in terms of deflection. We have to do some modification or some calculation to measure the exact quantity of current. So they don't give you the direct reading. So they are called as absolute instrument. Next is secondary instrument. These instruments are constructed with the help of absolute instrument. Secondary instruments are calibrated by comparison with absolute instrument. These are more frequently used in measurement of the quantities as compared to absolute instruments. So they are basically used, mainly used for measuring purpose as compared to absolute instrument. As working with absolute instrument is time consuming. As I said that absolute instrument requires some calculations, so it's very time consuming. And secondary instrument, they give reading directly. The example of secondary instrument is ammeter and voltmeter. So if we want to know current flowing in any circuit, so we connect one ammeter in it in series with that circuit, and it will show current flowing in that circuit. So secondary instruments give you direct reading. So this is the example of secondary instrument. We can see image of secondary instrument. It is 1 voltmeter. Next types. So instruments are also classified as indicating instrument, integrating instrument and recording instrument. So first is indicating instrument. Indicating instruments are those which indicate the magnitude of the instantaneous value being measured by means of pointer over a calibrated scale. So indicating instrument have pointer in it and they show reading with that pointer. They indicate reading directly with the help of pointer. The example of indicating instrument is ammeter, voltmeter and wattmeter. So this is the image of indicating instrument. Next is recording instrument. The instruments which not only read the instantaneous value but also make a record continuously is called recording instrument. So they have name as a recording instrument as they do not only read the instantaneous value but also record it. The magnitude of the quantity is recorded on a paper for a certain period of time, and the example of recording instrument is recording type voltmeter. Here you can see the image of recording type instrument. Next is integrating instruments. These instruments measures and register the total quantity of electricity in a circuit over specified time. It gives a cumulative value of electrical quantity. So it gives the reading in summation or total reading. The example of integrating instruments is ampere hour meter or next example is energy meter. So here you can see the image of energy meter. So energy meter records energy for, you say, the period of 1 month. So in 1 month there are 30 days. So if we it records energy for first day, second, and for 30 days. And for 30 days it will add it and indicate the reading. So they are called as integrating instruments. Next classification of instrument is analog instrument and digital instrument. So what is analog instrument? The instruments which gives output that varies continuously as quantity to be measured is known as analog instrument. So basically analog instrument has pointer in it. Digital instrument, the instrument which gives output that varies in discrete steps and only has finite number of values is known as digital instrument. So digital instrument gives you reading in terms of digits. So here is the image of digital instrument and analog instrument. Thank you.